Oh, hi guys. Welcome to Sharon Review. How are you guys doing? Oh boy, they're keeping us pretty busy today. Oh yes, that is something else I tell you guys. It's just unbelievable what I'm seeing at this time. Hold on here. Let me just refresh the screen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today is Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. So I have a word here for today, and it goes start your day with a big smile and a mind full of happy and positive thoughts. Have a wonderful Sunday. Well, with that being said, my lovelies, welcome in Goddess London. Welcome in Tracy. How are you guys doing? Let me just pin this comment. Thank you, Goddess, for that. All right. Pin. Okay, please hit the like button as you guys come on into the room. Okay, Charmaine and I, we're gonna have a very wonderful live this evening. Oh, she just remind me of some nice little nuggets that we're going to be speaking of, Goddess. Oh my goodness. Oh, Anthony is playing a game that he doesn't look like he's gonna win. And maybe guys, we're going to get to see Anthony Karma is just the big, yeah, this is Anthony Karma. Remember me tell you from the divorce started? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm here lotioning my hand, every time you wash your hand, I don't know, take my wash my hand too much, get dry. Oh, yeah, so we watched Anthony this morning, right? So we're doing the Country Wayne review. So anyone wants to go over there to just quickly watch whatever you need to watch, and then we come back over here and we speak on it. We just review it. All right. We're gonna do our review. We're gonna call a spade a spade. We are going to what you call it there. We are going to make sure that we be honest when we are doing our review. That's what we do here on Sharon Review. We all call a spade a spade. And so we make our acknowledgement. My acknowledgement on the effort is to the original creator by identify Kountry Wayne as the source. So we're only reviewing his content here on YouTube. All right. So with that being said, we're going to have fun. This is educational purposes, and we are not what you call it there. Um, Fair use. So we are doing this on the quality of material under the section 107 of the US Copyright Act. My video is not a pre-upload or substitute for the original work. It is transformative commentary in which I provide my own analysis, option, observation, criticism, reaction, and creative theory through the video. All right, so with that being said, let's get started. All right, guys. Hi there, Tyrene. Hi there, Goddess. Hi there, Rhonda. Oh my goodness, what a day we're having. Um, and let me see here. Okay. All right, Tracy. Okay, let me just bring it down so I can see when you guys come into the room. Okay. All right. So now, Anthony took Denisha's son to see Shayla, right? What Anthony should have done, guys, is to leave the child at the house, right? And it's even worse that he have a bedroom in his house for this kid. He has around 6 to 7 bedrooms right in his mansion there. And his baby son, who is gonna be 2 years old next month, don't have a bedroom for himself. He still sleeps with his dad. And every kid's supposed to have their own bedroom. Yes, they can, we always make bedroom for our children, but they will sleep with us because they're young still. Or you can put them in the bed, and if they're out of the crib, they can sleep in the bed, and you lie beside them until they fall asleep. Then you go to your room after you read them a bedtime time story. You understand? But Mr. Rich businessman, Rich Papa, decided not to do that. Right? So now he is a married man, as we all clarify, just in case, because I know that I have some new people in the chat. So we just reiterate that Anthony is a married man, and his wife is with another guy. She's also married, and she's with Dave, her boyfriend, and she have a legal separation. But at the end of the day, Anthony is still a married man, and the lady that you see on the screen there, that is the sweetheart that he moves into the mansion. She comes and goes. I do not know how often she does go home. But if the wife does decide, they say, you know what, I'm going back to my house, and I'll just play with my boyfriend, and then I will sleep in my house. Then she'd have got throw out all the new bed that she purchased for that bedroom, because she asks and says, I want to be in my master bedroom now, so I need it to get done. And they did it, right? He did that for her. Okay. So when I look at the screen, at the scene this morning, he brought the little young guy, and this mother here allow her little son to go into a married man home, into a matrimonial home that doesn't belong. The man is not separated yet. And she put her son into this situation. So he is now, Anthony, who is the husband of another woman, took her son, that's Denisha, to see his baby mother, Shayla. And Salome, maybe what should I say, the child should not have been at Shayla's house. Anthony should have called her, right? He should have called her and says, look here, Shayla, I am bringing somebody, Denisha child to the house. It's up to Shayla to refuse, says, no, I don't want her child at my house. That's her home. He's not paying anything there. Yes, he gives her money, so you never know. Anyway, Shayla have a man that we're aware of. But now, guys, the situation is, in Canada, you can't leave a kid in the car, so that would be absolutely not. So I'm not going to say you should leave the child in the car. The child should not be there. Then Denisha is the child's mother. She should never have let Anthony took her child to Shayla's house to pick up his child, because her child has a bedroom into the man's house and his son doesn't. Anyway, so Shayla decided, guys, I'm just reiterating, to have a conversation, a blow up, a big blow up. And the little youth, the baby, the big guy, heard it, and he felt so bad. Till when he go home, he has to hold him head down. He felt really bad, because she was yelling at Anthony and she was saying things. And children should never be put in a situation like that. That was unacceptable behavior from this mother here that we're looking at, Denisha, and from Anthony. That is totally wrong. In my opinion, guys, I think Anthony did that purposely because of the information that she divulged, Denisha, the person on the screen here, yesterday, that she, all about her past, that she was whatever, and he asked her if she unalive anybody, and she turned away and she did not answer that. And she looked at him and that he was scared. She says, oh, I'm just joking. But I don't think she's joking on that aspect. So I think Anthony, in my opinion, I think he is playing games, and he wants Amber to be aware that he, that he is have Denisha child, and he wants Shayla to give Amber that information. All right, so I won't say anything more about what we're going to discuss for later. That will be for later evening for you guys to just sit and marinate. I see that Charmin is in the chat. So now I am just going to do the roll call, and then we can play the video here. We discuss it and we speak on it, and then we're just gonna call a spade a spade. That's what we do here at Sharon Review. That's what we do here, right? All right, so let me get everybody. Let me just get the screen back up. Hi, dear goddess, welcome in. Please hit the like button. The goddess is saying, all right. Hi, Tracia, welcome in. Welcome in, Annie. Welcome in, Rhonda. How are you doing? Happy Sunday to you too. Welcome in, Tyrene. Wonderful. And I will take that comment after. Hi, Salome. And Eklin, welcome in. Eklin, so nice to see you. And Margaret, welcome in. Margaret, hi dear Charmaine. Hi dear, let me see, Marian West, welcome in. And Nancy, hi dear bestie, welcome in. Okay. I'm coming down. All right. So now I'll take some comments and then we'll read some so we don't get behind in what you guys are saying. All right. Let me just dry off my hand because I was lotioning. Okay, so right here, Annie says, Amber, just sit back at your man Dave house and enjoy the show. And he's saying, and then Rhonda, I say, hi, Sharon and chat. Happy, blessed Sunday. Happy, blessed Sunday to you too. Thank you very much. And he says, here again, I think Denisha is the right kind of woman for and the controlling one. He says Amber was a bad wife. So I guess Denisha will be the perfect one. Exactly. I think we said it best. I'm trying to see what we said best to that comment here that you're saying. I can't remember, but it's in my head. I will just remember this saying that it takes, I didn't remember who said it, but it's in my head. Anyway, when I remember it, I'll tell you what it says. It takes the right kind of woman to bring. It takes a good woman. You're hurt? I wonder who said it. It's in my head and I can't even. I know I write it down. It takes a good woman when you hurt somebody. When you hurt a good woman, yeah. When you hurt a good woman, the right one will come along to show you what you did. Something of the sort like that. I have to find that saying. I did write it. I think Charmaine gave me that. I can't remember. Anyway, so Salome says, as long as Amber is not involved, I'm happy. Welcome in Salome. And then Salome. I think it's Salome, right? I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. And then Big Kai should have stayed home. It's not him should have stayed home. Anthony should have let him stay home, not bring him to Shayla's house. And then Goddess says here, please like, share, and subscribe to Sharon _Rico Review. Thank you, Goddess. And everybody else is saying I. Annie said it's all about money, money, money. That's what Annie's saying. And then Margaret says, I don't. Denisha has the right to this and dictate what Shayla says. I don't. Denisha has the right to dictate what Shayla says in her house and shouldn't have taken him there. I think you meant that Denisha doesn't have the right, but you said don't. So I think you meant doesn't. So Denisha doesn't have the right to dictate what Shayla says goes on in Shayla's house. Denisha can't do, you know what I mean? I totally agree with what you're saying there. And then Goddess, welcome in. Charmaine says, good afternoon, Sharon and chat. And Eklin here says here, Denisha's responsibility is to protect her son, so she shouldn't have sent him by Shayla in the first place. And Eklin also, she should not even have gotten her son involved in this messy situation since she knows Anthony is a married man. She should have stayed in her condo. She can date Anthony if she wants to go over but wherever, but she do not need to bring her child into that mess. That is this I would blame on her. That's her fault. But I know Anthony is playing games with a little kid. That is unacceptable. And then Irene says, Denisha shouldn't have let him go to Shayla's house. Exactly. And Goddess says, good afternoon, Charmaine. Marianne says, good afternoon, Sharon and chat. Good afternoon, darling. And then Charmaine says here, Anthony is giving another woman the power over him. Yes, yes. I totally agree with that, Charmaine. He is in for a rude awakening. He is messing with the wrong woman, and that is Denisha. Well said, dear Charmaine. Hi, dear Tyrene. Welcome in. And Charmaine says, good day, goddess. Okay, let's hear what Margaret have to say. So Margaret says here, Sharon, if you're separated and living separate lives, the spouse doesn't have the right to just come back into the home when they pleases. Well, if that is still our home, right? Our lawyer says, what we're gonna do, we're gonna place everything that we're seeing. And if we pick up the nuggets, we can put the nuggets together and then we come up with one conclusion, right? But right now, Amber's lawyer says you can see a man, but you be respectful and go home. Well, I said here that Amber dropped the ball. So Amber can go home anytime she wants. That is her home. At the end of the day, that's her home. Nobody can put her out until the judge says, as I said this morning earlier in the other live, only the judge, when Amber signed and that dotted line says they're divorced, she signed on it and the ink dry. That's no longer her home. All right. Okay, I hope everybody understand that. All right, so now Marian says, Anthony should at least given Sheila the respect to give Sheila the heads up. Exactly, Marian West, totally agree. And then I think, and then Annie again says, I think Amber will move in back to her house and wait out the divorce. So this thing here, we have to poll just to see her road in. Okay. And Charmaine, you see Lisa left there. And yeah, we're going to talk about that later, my darling. Because that was going to be spicy for this afternoon thing. I tell you, Eklin. Eklin, I saw that, and Amber is going to get the blame. Yes, she is. She definitely is because, Ben already blamed Amber already for his wife leaving him. Yes, he blamed her already. We saw that. And then Margaret says, it's amazed me that Aunt was unaware of how Big Kai felt. Unaware of how Big Kai felt. Denisha was wrong to allow her son to go over there. Definitely. I totally, totally agree with you guys on this. And then here, Annie says, at this point, I'm happy for what is happening to all of them. Amber is out of that. Okay. Thank you for that, Annie. Hi there, Angela C. How you doing? Welcome in. And then Goddess says, that's the thing with Anthony. He doesn't read the room to see the big guy was hurting by Shayla's word. No, he did not. And Amber doesn't read the room either. So Anthony and Amber are tea in a pot. They're both the same at the end of the day. They doesn't know how to read a room. All right. So now Nancy says, please like, share, subscribe, Sharon _Rico Review. Thank you, Nancy. How is your birthday weekend going, my darling? And then granddog, you feel better? No, darling. Okay, she feel better soon, yes. I called the vet, but they're not open today, so I have to see. Yeah, she needs to get a ear in, I think she needs to get an injection and ear medicine for ear. She have a ear infection. And okay, here. Okay, and then Rhonda said here, good afternoon, Rhonda, welcome in. Shayla was wrong for her disrespectful word about Big Kai. I understand it's her house, but don't hurt an innocent child. Yes. And at first, the two first skit was okay. She was respectful. In the first one, the second one, she took Anthony outside. The third one, she did that disrespectful thing in front of the child because Anthony walked off. That's no excuse what she did. Then she went into the bedroom and she started yelling. It's not like said the bedroom is soundproof and the child heard everything, so his feelings were hurt. Yes, it was wrong for her to say what she said, but Anthony is not being, when you're angry, you do not, when you're arguing, you're not thinking logical. All of that goes out the door because and Shayla got into her feelings to know what? You're spending time with Denisha child and you don't know them, and you're not spending time with your child, so I do get it. And that is unacceptable behavior from Anthony and Denisha. Should not have put Shayla in a position to lose her mind and not remember the child is there. So that's not good. And I think she don't even care at the end of the day. So why am I being reasonable? And then Nancy says, but you know what? I'm the reviewer, so I have to be reasonable thinking of people's feelings also, right? Because at the end of the day, they are the character and they feel bad in that situation because I can see the look on Shayla's face when she comes out. I think she saw that the kid was sad and she felt bad because I can see that guilty look on her face there. But we know that you guys don't love her, so either way, you're not going to call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So Nancy says, Baby Kai was looking for his mommy. Amber did anything. And yes, I noticed he asked for mommy, and that was Amber. Yes, I totally saw that. And I thought Anthony was gonna say, Mommy, Amber is not here. You know what I mean? But he didn't. He said, Oh, I just leave your mommy at home. Oh, please give us a break. So we see all that. Trust me, Anthony knows what he's doing. Look at Anthony's face at the end. He loved her cussing at him, yes. But he is playing game, Nancy. When I saw that, look, my interpretation of that was yes, I am going to have a beef, and Shayla will tell Amber because Denisha is going to, um, I'm going to say, Denisha is going to go, should I say, Wild and Shayla. Okay, and that's what he's looking for. Then Goddess says, I saw that Nancy. He misses Mummy Amber. Yes, he does. I totally agree. Denisha and Anthony make a great couple. I approve this message. I do not approve this message. Thank you very much for that. But they do not make a good couple. Definitely not. And Rhonda says, yes, Nancy, baby Kai was looking for an Amber. Yes, he was. Totally agree, Nancy there. And then Marian says, Anthony did that because he's mad at both Amber and Shayla. In my opinion, they both level up and he downgraded. Shayla told him he downgraded and he found that out yesterday. Then he should tell him about her past, in my opinion. Thank you very much for your opinion, dear Marian. Well said. Well said, dear Marian. Well said. All right. And then we come here. Please hit the like button, guys. We have 65 watching, so I hope you guys hit the like button. And then Nancy says, yes, Goddess, kid knows who their mommy is. Yes, definitely they do. Totally agree. Hi, dear Jamin says, Denisha loved it. Oh, yes, she does. And she is going to go in on Shayla, trust me. I wish not for Amber to go back to the house, showing him the house and him mean nothing to you. Let Shayla trash that out. All right, Marian Fight, Right Nation Typo. Hi everyone. Hi there, Sabrina. How you doing? Welcome in. Please hit the like button as you guys come on in. That it would be very helpful. And I think I will just let me just come out of my studio. And I get to see. Mm. All right, so here we go. So make sure my volume is off. All right. Okay. Okay, Marianne West says, New Skitler Anthony tell Kai not to let what Shayla said get in the way of them. Okay, thank you for that. Hi dear Dion, good evening, Sharon and Chuck. Also welcome in. Sharon Anthony wants to smoke. Yes, he does. He definitely does. Okay, so let we play this and we take it from there.
And whoever else is, because they're not about to disrespect my son. It's one thing, I'm a grown woman, but a child, we're not doing that at all. Not even a little bit. So y'all better get it together. You need to get it under control. She does not need to be thinking that she could even, I don't care if she didn't say it to him. She don't need to say it around him.
Well, mommy dearest, you shouldn't have sent your son in the first place to Shayla's house. You don't like her, your son shouldn't be there. Period. You guys should have a sit down before you send your child there. Come on now. Enough is enough. And then Annie says, Denisha don't have any right to call any shot there, but that fool is giving her that privilege to do it. Exactly. And again, that's what he does. He likes to give the woman, except his wife, the upper hand, right? So let's see how that plays out. Please hit the like button up. Please get the likes up. Chats. Thank you, Goddess there. And then Jamin said, God has a plan. Remember, yes, Jamin, we remember God has a plan. And this is why we know Guys, I can't wait for 5 o'clock to come for us to dive into it. And then Nancy says, Lisa gave Darren the ring back. She said she had to go find hers. Oh, Lordy, Nancy, yes, definitely, yes. She did do that. Yes, she did that. And right here, Anthony loves the toxicity he used to get from Sheila, so he found a little bit of that, Denisha, and the class from Amber. Thank you very much for that, Marianne. And you're absolutely right. He does love the toxicity, but what he doesn't realize is that he thinks he's playing chess, but he's actually playing checkers, right? Because at the end of the day, Anthony just added another exhibit into the case for Amber, because trust me, Shayla, it will be siding with Amber, but especially what happened today with him bringing Kai over there. Plus, if when she finds out that in the mansion Kai has a bedroom there and her son doesn't have a bedroom, oh my goodness, that is another exhibit there against Anthony. He's not thinking clearly. I tell you, he's not. And oh wait there. So Nancy says Darren, Ben, Anthony are eligible bachelor now. They will be soon. You're so they need to go on a bachelor show for sure. Oh God, Nancy, I love that. They need to go on the bachelor show for now, Nancy. I totally agree with that. And then Charmaine says, Jamin, when you are right, when you are the right woman, the wrong one will come teach you how it feels, because karma is like a credit card. You enjoy it now and but tomorrow you paid for it, and with a lot of interest. Yes, that's what I was looking for, Charmaine. I was trying to remember the word. I know I wrote it, but I couldn't find word for it. And you know my Charm, she always likes to correct us. So well said, dear Charmaine. There it is. Okay, I'll reread that message. That is really, really good. When the right when the right woman, the wrong woman, when you hurt the right woman, right? The wrong one will teach you how it feels, because karma is like a credit card. You enjoy it now, but tomorrow you paid for it with a lot of interest. And boy, Anthony is going to get that. Trust me. And he won't have anybody but to blame but himself. But you know what? I guess me and Terrian will be there to help him pick up the pieces. He will have to put his head on Terrian's shoulder. Oh my God. And she wipe his tears for him, because I would be the one whooping him too, right? Anyway, we're not into that. Anyway, we don't control that. But you know, we're just joking around. Oh God, Anthony will be definitely crying when his karma come to collect. For real. Oh yes, it's karma. Karma, karma. Is a B, I tell you. And here says, Denisha is starting to show her true colors to Anthony. All the catering to his needs is about to stop. Yes, well said, Angela C. It comes out right there. Her true color is shining through. Your true color shining through. I tell you that. It look like I'm going to learn to sing when I finish with this. Oh my goodness. True color. Her true personality is shining through. You know, whenever you're with somebody and you're being not yourself, you're just showing a representative of yourself, then your true color gonna eventually, you can't keep up with that pretending for so long. You have to start being yourself, and Anthony make her feel comfortable, because he gave her son a room. He gave her 20,000, right? So she feel like she is Miss Queen. She is Mrs. Anthony Dalton, when she's not, because there is a Mrs. and her name is Amber Dalton. But you know, where's Mrs. Amber Dalton right now? We're not speaking about her right now. But anyway, this is just between Denisha and Anthony. So let's play this thing again.
Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not joking. I'm not laughing. There's nothing funny to me. So please get it under control.
Okay. You hear that? I am not playing. I'm not laughing. So please, Anthony don't know what he just picked up. He doesn't know the magnitude of this woman that he has in his house. Oh boy, baby, I can't wait for her to unleash the true Denisha. So let's say this. Let's the true Denisha come forward to the room, to the front of the room. Yes. Anthony, we want you to see the true Denisha. Step forward. All right. What an explosion that will be. I tell you. I think, do you think Anthony will be wetting his pants when you let me see? Wait there. Let me just pull this. Oh, Lordy Lord. Do you believe when Anthony actually see the true personality of Denisha, will he be himself? Oh, Lordy Lord. Oh, 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 Lordy Lord. I tell you. Sometimes when I come up with these things, I just have to laugh. Oh, Lord. Do you believe when Anthony actually see the true personality of Denisha? See, I have to edit that of Denisha. Oh, we have to put the D. Oh, that's the wrong one. Of Denisha, space that. Will E wet himself? Let me just put the LOL at the end because I don't have any emoji to put there. All right. Or will he run? Or no, what we should have put? He you know what I should have put at the end there? He would roll up like a ball and cry like a baby. Yeah, he will roll up as a ball and cry as a baby. Do you guys believe Anthony when Anthony sees Denisha true personality comes out? Because this is just the tip of the iceberg he's getting. When he actually see, he will roll up as a baby and cry for Amber and say, "Oh, mommy, do you think he will cry for his mommy Amber? Because she's the one always protected him. Oh yes. So now he has to go stand up as a man and face the music because he's the one that did this. Nobody. He must have to take accountability for what he's doing. Amber has the right to go and come as she pleases until the divorce is for exactly that's her home. Exactly. Now you're on our page now, Marianne. Definitely. Hi there, Antoinette. Welcome in. And then Amber don't want Anthony marriage over. Thank you, dear Nancy. All right, so let me just scroll up here. Jamis, happy Sunday, blessing to you, goddess. And Margaret says here, the lawyer doesn't know she moved out voluntarily. All of these characters are not being honest with their attorneys. Well said there, Margaret. Well said, well said. But it looks like a lot of people not on the same page with that. You understand, Margaret? Yeah, so it is what it is, you know? All right, so thank you for that comment. Well said there. Hi there, Antoinette. And good afternoon. Angela says, Amber doesn't want to go back to the mansion. She is happy for now at Dave's house. Amber needs her own pretending, pending the settlement. Yes, well said there, Angela. And then Annie says, Anthony thought he's doing all of this, all of that to hurt Amber, but little does he know, Amber is healing slowly as he's getting broken in big pieces. All right, thank you, dear, for your comment there. I don't think Amber is healing. Amber is still broken because she's living a life that is not realistic. She's in the flesh and she hasn't gone to God. She's there giving advice to somebody else, and she's not taking a page out of her own book. That's all I have to say right there, Annie. Thank you for your comment, though. Thank you to thing there. And Nancy says, Amber is not to blame. All the men are sorry men. Amber has to blame because Amber did not finish her divorce. She did not sign dotted line and says, the divorce is signed, sealed, and delivered, and I'm a single woman. I can do whatever I want, but she is still legally married. So yes, it is an Amber. We cannot blame the man for that. She chose to do that. She chose to cross the line with Dave. Nobody else can do that. It's her body, it's her choice, right? So she did what she did. All right, thank you for that, Nancy. So St. Michael said, hi there, St. Michael, welcome in. I see physical confrontation between Denisha and Amber in the future. Remember the movie Name Red Eye. Okay, let me write that down. If I can get to look, I don't know if I got have time to see Red Eye. Okay, I'm gonna put movie so that way I can remember it. Okay, so I wrote that down so I can remember. Thank you, Michael. I'll try and see if I can get a synopsis of it. Hi, dear Suzette. Welcome in. Suzette said that's what Anthony gets, and Amber will see that the grass is not always greener on the other side. Exactly, Suzette. Well said there. Guys, please hit the like button. Let me see how you guys voted over here. 84% says yes, he with himself. Okay, let me give you guys a round of applause for that. And we'll also laugh at him because he will definitely let himself. He will just cry like a baby. Oh my goodness, that man. Um, then here, oh, so Denisha is going out, boundary in. So Denisha going out, boundaries are in. All right. Thank you for that, Nancy. I had great birthday weekend. I post some shots. Great time. Yes, I commented on what I saw before because I've been busy doing other things. But you look fabulous, baby girl. I love the look, by the way. Sexy, sexy mama. Nancy, if I figure it out, it was a typo. We got bad weather in Georgia. Nancy saying, okay, you look fabulous, girl. And then Eklund says, Anthony used Big Kai. He knows Shayla very well. He knows she was going to react. Exactly. And that is why I said, Anthony is a very immature man. He knows what he is doing. He shouldn't have done what he did. And that behavior is unacceptable. Do not use children. Do not use a child as a pawn. Well said, dear Eklund. I totally agree with that also. And then right here, hold on here. The phraser says, if Denisha don't play about her son, then why she know him to go or allow him to go over to Shayla's house with Aunt? Exactly. She don't play about her son, but that's what she does, right? Let me just play another little bit of this tape and see what we have here.
Because I've been letting a lot of stuff slide, and I know I told you a few things about my past, which I'm not trying to let come up, but there's only a few things that will make it come up, and that's one of them.
Okay, so she don't play about her child, right? I just want to show you guys the end of that tape because I need you guys to look at Anthony's face when she walk out. Look at his face. Look at Anthony's face. He is, when I saw that face right there, guys, I know he was playing games. I know Anthony was playing games. It was just unbelievable what he did right there. You cannot put a child into big people business like what we see Larry does. And you know what I mean? Larry does that with the children, with Destiny and Brooke. It's unacceptable. You cannot bring children into adults things either. And then what Kiki mom did with her to tell her to make living life a living, you know what I mean, age, that was unacceptable there also. And EP said here, if Anthony was only going to pick up and Kai and bring him to the house, he could have just left Big Kai at the home. He could have gave Shayla heads up. Exactly, EP, well said. Well, hi dear Marjorie Moss, how are you? WH. I have no idea what WH meant, but thank you very much there. And here is, let me just ask Google, what does WH mean? What hour? Okay. All right. So I guess that's what you're saying. All right. Thank you. And Humphrey idea, Humphrey's laughing. So I guess let's say I guess Anthony is a clown. So no, I should have even put a clown on his face, really. A clown face on his face right there. Because he surely is not thinking clearly. I think seeing what he saw, the man have a total what you call it there, mental breakdown. It looks like. And Steph, I dear Stephanie Mac, welcome in. Wait until she tell Angelina. Oh my goodness. Guys, wait for the 5 o'clock show. We're not even gonna go into that. Let me just take some more comments. Denisha will show and her true side. Enough. Yes. Yes, it's your girl. Welcome. And the child is old enough to sit in the car while get Kai over here. You cannot do it. Trust me. You get in trouble. Okay, so Rhonda says, no, Anthony needs a scheduled visitation. I'm sick of him with no boundaries display. Exactly, Rhonda. You're totally right. And then let's get the light up. Chats up and entering. All right, so we have 79 watching. Let me just really? I can't get a like to save my life. We only have 1 likes. Come on, guys, hit the like button, everyone. Please hit the like button. Okay, so let me see what we have here. So we have 38 likes. That's wonderful. Getting there. Thank you to all the 38 people that already hit the like button. And the other 40 that hasn't. Oh, we have 40, 42. So the other 42 that hasn't hit the like button, please do so. Please double check. It's the thumbs up. You just click on it, please, and thank you. Thank you very much for your cooperation. We all appreciate it. This is our community. All right, thank you very much. And then Rhonda says, Anthony Smirk is a sick, twisted mind game. He gets on my nerve. Yes. When I started, I say yes. I even do the poll before I even saw this. Because when I saw the nonsense that happened in those two skits, I said, so I did a poll on the page. So you guys can go in the community and just look at it and vote. Leave your comment there. All right. I believe Anthony is scared. He's not scared yet. He's not scared yet. Trust me. When he rolled up as a baby, he will be scared. Oh my goodness. New skit alert. Anthony, tell Kai, don't. Okay, I think I read that already. Hi, dear, and welcome in. All right, let me just come down. I think I'm way up, way up. Oh, yes. Let me see. Okay, St. Michael says, see physical confrontation between Denisha, Amber, Shayla, and few others in the future. Do you believe? Remember the movie Red Eye. Okay, I read that already. So let me just come down. Good afternoon, Sharon, and chat pop in to see what's happening, fixing lunch and listening. Thank you, Gigi. Wonderful. What did you guys have today for breakfast and lunch? This is now 3 o'clock, almost dinner time. All right, so I had dumpling, fried dumpling with carlo and saltfish and hot chocolate, real hot chocolate from Jamaica. That's what we had for breakfast this morning. Yeah, we don't play with our kids. Yes, Nancy, we don't play with our children. Okay, Eklund says, Charmaine, did you see the skit with Brody? I told you Josie was lying. Brody's son is that. What? Oh my God, I wish I was watching the show. So this kid, oh God, Eklund, you have to email me this information. Or there's a skit. I miss a skit. Okay, I'm going to check that out, Eklund, for sure. I will check that out. I will be checking that out so we can speak on it. Hi, dear, my lovely. Hi, dear, beautiful. I know you have. She says, I love this for Sheila because she never respect anyone yet. Thinks everyone should respect her. Anthony's out of order, but truthfully, they all have been at some point. I don't feel bad for Sheila. All right, well said. I love your opinion. Well said there. Okay, but only thing I didn't like that the little boy, and we all said he was gonna get hurt, and look there, it started already. It started. And Denisha was wrong to allow this nonsense to happen to her child. Dee Fraser says here, Nancy says, Pierre's son is alive with them too. I think Pierre's son is also alive too. And then Dee says, Denisha, I does not play about her son, but she have him in the middle of this mess. She has him at a married man house. Exactly, Dee. We totally disagree with what she's doing. We all on board with that. We all in agreement in that Denisha was wrong to do that. And then Nancy, playing with someone's child will make you go there. Definitely. And Michelle said here, Denny, idea, Michelle, welcome in. Denisha is actually disrespecting herself and her son. She's so caught up in the shiny penny that she can't see that she's She and her son are just pawns in a delusional game. Exactly. But she's also playing a game too. So I have to blame her for what's going on. Angelina is going to flip out, and I'm here for it. Yes, Eklin. And we're going to speak on it at 5, okay? So we're not going to do much into that. Shayla is going to crash out. Yes, yes, beautiful. She definitely is going to crash out. The restaurant asked claim another victim. Amber asking for a divorce. The involvement with Wolfman Dave, Melissa losing her job, Lisa wanting a break from her husband, problems with Ben and Daniel. Definitely, we're gonna speak on that later at 5 at St. Michael. All right. Larry said he don't want no divorce. Yeah, we speak on that yesterday. That Larry stop the go from going to the lawyer. Okay, thank you very much, Sabrina. She wears the pants in this fake family. Oh yes, she does, Sabrina. Totally agree. Lisa want Darren, her best friend, said stipperly. Okay, thank you for that. Shayla, you got a younger brother. LOL. My question is, who is he? Oh my, so okay. If you're going to drop the nuggets, Eklin, I would like to know, do we have him yet on this skit? Or did she tell Brody that the son is alive? Or she spoke to him and no, and Brody doesn't know yet. Ben gone home to Atlanta. Yes, he has. She is nasty. Let me just move Anthony face from there, put myself here. Eklin, I so want Trey to be Brody's son. Oh my goodness, what a something if Trey is. First it was he was Eklin, behave yourself now. First he was Anthony's son and Piari's. I know you want him to be Brody's son. All right, then. Okay. So it's a possibility. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Ben will be dating Ernestine. I think so too, Nancy. Or she will get back with Jay. And then Dee says, Wayne told him that it's only a matter of time before the true color comes. So exactly, Dee. Whenever you're being a representative, as his lawyer said, it's not sustainable. And that is exactly what's happening with Denisha right now. Lots of trinkets and secrets coming out. Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. Angela saying, I bet Pierre's son is not dead either. Yes, I don't think so either. I think he's alive too. This is what ants get. Oh, too many secret. Okay. Eklin says, Nancy said the same thing. I'm telling Trey is Anthony and Pierre's son. Okay. Sherma says, no, Anthony smiles at the end. It's your girl says, Shayla is gonna crash out when she finds out that girl's playing with her son. Oh my goodness. Let the fun begins. Who is ready for the shenanigans? Oh Lordy. Who is ready for the shenanigans? Or should I says, are you ready for the shenanigans? Yeah. I think I'll just put, are you ready for the shenanigans? So you guys can vote for that. All right. So let's poll this. Let's poll it. Polling. All right, let's poll. Okay. Okay, let's see you guys. It's supposed to be, are you ready for the shenanigans? I forget to put the R at the beginning. All right, guys. So it's supposed to be, are you ready for the shenanigans? Okay. All right. So here, 76 watching. Please hit the like button. Thank you. Thank you, Angela. And then here, but I like the fact that Denisha isn't taking and that from Ant. I love that she's setting boundaries with him. That's very good. That's what people should have done. When Amber trying to set boundary, Anthony doesn't listen. So I guess it is what it is. Good day, Sharon. Hi dear Hope. How are you? Welcome in. At least Amber attorney knows that she caught Anthony and Denisha in bed. Yes, Antoinette, that is a good thing. Another exhibit there for Amber's case. And Coca and Anthony can't be alone. Okay, please like, share, and subscribe. Sharon _ Rika Review. Thank you, Nancy. Hi, dear hero. Welcome in. Gigi says Shayla doesn't deserve any more respect that she gave Amber, disrespecting, flaunting her kid and Amber's face. You're absolutely right. So we will see what happened there. And then Dion says Denisha voice and seen her at the mansion irritates me, and a lot of people says that. But still watch it on the Country Wayne website, and then we come back over and we can speak on it. So thank you very much for that. Nancy says the only reason why Amber is not divorcing before Anthony wants to sign the paper, checkmate. Ooh, okay, Nancy, thank you for that. Gigi says Denisha is a horrible mother. Her mind is focused on Anthony's money and she's allowing her child to be hurt, but not even thinking about his feelings, only about what's good for her. Well said, dear Gigi, well said. And then Era says, Amber fan, whether you guys like it or not, Amber and Anthony are both cheaters. So Amber is supposed to be this woman of God. All right, thank you, dear Era. But we're not speaking about that part now. We're talking about Denisha and Shayla and Big Kai and Little Kai. Shayla doesn't care about disrespecting her own child. You think she cares about Denisha's son? Nope. She actually wanted to do it. Thank you, Gigi. Well said. And then it's your girl says, Big Kai is gonna be hurt when he has to move out of that house. Yes, you're oh my girl. You hit the nail right on the head there. Thank you very much for that. It's your girl. Well said. Well said. Wow. And here is Sheila is getting a taste of disrespect, what she has been doing for over 2 years to Amber. It doesn't feel good when the rabbit got the gun. Exactly. Well said, dear Gigi. And please hit the like button. Goddess says, thanks. So please hit the like button. Please get the likes up, guys. Please get the likes up. And then Steffi Max, exactly. Anthony knows Sheila was going to go off. Well said here. Well said also, Steffi Max. Well said. And Gigi says, Sharon, I have been seeing that skit, but I seriously doubt Shayla felt bad about anything she said. At the end, you can look at her face. She felt that because she's a mother, and when you're a mother, she wouldn't want somebody to disrespect her kid, right? So I saw that look at the end. I like says she felt bad in a way that she did that to her the little child feelings. So I think she felt it. I think she does. So I don't know. Maybe that's my opinion. So maybe you guys see something that I didn't. So thank you. If I'm thinking, I'm just putting myself in her shoes. Says I would feel bad if I said something and then I see how hurt the child was. And then Sherma says here, Shayla can't go to Anthony house. Denisha will not let Anthony do that. And then Sabrina says she needs to tell him not to take her son around Shayla. Definitely, Sabrina. Thank you, Sherma. Charmaine said, Kai heard what Shayla said when she was yelling in the bedroom and first impression code. So no matter what Denisha or Anthony said to him, will not make what he heard go away. Well said. And this is our child can become depressed and act up in school because of what is being done at home. And you're absolutely right, Charmaine. Mosa says Sharon wants to see the clash between Denisha and she. Oh yes, I can't wait for the shenanigans because you know that appear yelling Sheila. What Sheila does, she always yell. That's all she does, yell. Hello, Charmaine. How are you doing? Era says, and then Denisha is my grizzly bear that Anthony wants to play with. Anthony is going to get hurt by Mama Bear. Thank you, dear. And Angela. Thank you, darling. So Anthony is going to be crying. Or should we just laugh at we should even so now we're gonna laugh off at Anthony because his feelings gonna be hurting soon. Oh my goodness. And then Sherma says, Anthony did that to Shayla, will tell Amber. Yep, so she could tell Amber. And then I arrow, Aunt Charmin is saying Denisha and her son needs to go back to her apartment, plain and simple. Exactly, Kian. Exactly. You're absolutely right. Well said. Well said. Well said. And I am coming down. Goddess, how are you doing? How is your family? Hi there. Let me just come down. Sharon, I told you guys before that Anthony's not stupid. He knows what he's doing with the ladies. All right. Thank you, dear. Errol, well said, dear. You'll understand. I blame Anthony and Denisha for subjecting Kai to this confusion. Exactly. Well said. Well said, dear Yolanda. Simply says, hi dear Simply, how are you doing? Amber will have to save Anthony from Denisha also. Did you hear Sheila tell him you don't want me to get the courts involved? Yes, darling, we heard all of that. And that was, you saw the look on his face. He got out of there so fast. I have nothing yet. I slept late. Okay, thank you, darling. And he says, Denisha behaving like she's Anthony's wife and the house is her. Yes, Annie. But Annie, I thought you'd like that because you're pro Amber. I thought you'd like what's going on right now with with Anthony's situation. All right. Angelina is going to blow a gasket. Oh, yes, she definitely will. Sheila isn't on Amber's side and she doesn't want her to get 50%. She just feels disrespected that Denisha shall come to her house with Anthony. That's all. Thank you, Gigi. Well said. Yes, his son is alive. Oh, did you guys talk to the son? The mother spoke to the son, but Brody doesn't know yet, right? Okay, so I had a Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. I had a P, PBJ latte and breakfast sandwich. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful, sub. Thank you for letting me know. You know what? It was just Dawn and me. Denisha allowed her son to go to be to watch out to her eyes and ears to make sure Anthony and Sheila aren't messing around. Mm, newsflash. Okay. I like that. Thank you, dear Misty. Thank you, Misty. I like that. Wow. Okay, thank you, darling. And then Mama asks her, when is she going to tell Brody? Oh my goodness. Oh, Lordy Lord. So he has a son. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't wait for that explosion to come out. Oh, oh Lord, we have a lot to discuss, but later. Did Denisha break up with Iman? Did Delisha break up with Iman? Delisha is going to business with King. Yes, I saw that. I noticed that they're having the restaurant, so that's awesome. And you know what? She should do that. She should break up with him. Denisha is living in her house with another woman. Things all in it that she can't touch or throw away, but she wants respect. I know, eh? That girl is unbelievable, Miss T. She is unbelievable. Thank you for that comment. Well said. King says he don't want no drama. Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay. Thank you guys for telling me. Hi dear Moneylaw, how are you doing? And so Moneylaw says, my thing is I understand he shouldn't have brought him there, but I don't think it as a bad as a person make it seem. But Kai can build a relationship and share that room. Kai is only one. All right. Thank you, darling. Thank you for that, Moneylaw. All right. Moneylaw has spoken. But Manila, the baby can still has his own room because that kid is not his blood brother, really and truly. So he can get his own room too. Yeah, well, Anthony has the means, he has more room in the house. He can actually make a bedroom for his own son too. Yeah, but I love your suggestion. Thank you very much. And then Anthony isn't in love with Denisha. He's using her to hurt Amber. That way he's moving. He wants his action to get back to his wife. Yes. I thought he didn't remember that he has a wife. Seriously. Anthony should not move Denisha and her child into the marital home. Exactly, Angela. And then Eros said, Angela, thank you so much for my stepdaughter. Has been married 15 years without children and our great grand our Almighty did it. She's 45 years next month. I'm so happy for her. Yes, we tell you, congratulations to the baby yesterday. Also, Error. Money Law. Money Law. You got Miss T here laughing away with you. Oh my, or is it at you? I don't know which one. All right. So Charmaine says Denisha was mad that Anthony went with Shayla in the bedroom. Ooh, oh my. Okay, Charmaine, thank you for that. Darren and Ben and Darren going to take Anthony money. Nancy, I don't want him to take his money. Denisha has to respect her son first. Exactly. She should put her child first. Yes. And Brody is going to tell Angelina in my I don't know what the A for opinion. Okay, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not sure. And then Miss D says, Tanisha knows exactly who Anthony and Shayla are, and that's why she sent her son. She want Big Kai to be the lookout because she doesn't trust Anthony or Shayla. Thank you, Miss Nice. And then Angela says, Anthony enjoyed Tanisha being bossy. His smile at the end of the video is telling us. Oh, okay, thank you. To me, it's like he says, let's the game begin. And Manila said, the way you deal with the 13-year-old and a 1-year-old is totally different. When you're dealing with a woman, with a child, it's a package deal. Anthony has been active in the baby's Kai's life. Thank you for that, Manila. Well said. Well said. And then Goddess says, please like, share to Sharon _ Rika Review. Thank you, Goddess. And it's your girl says Bethany is gonna do something else stupid really soon. All right, thank you. And then I guess it's your girl. I guess Larry would have to go back to get a divorce. And then Gigi says Sharon, the true Danisha has been out all along. She's a gold digger. That's why she's playing Anthony's game, making bad choices for her child. Exactly. Well said, dear Gigi. Goddess, my stepdaughter gave, okay, triplet, 2 boys and a girl, 15 years waiting. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations to her, Errol. Sharon, she was talking to her mom on the phone, and her mom asked her if she told Brody. She told her mom, no, she's taking her time to tell him. Wow, I can't wait for that explosive information to be exposed. What will those people do when Amber comes on and she tell Denisha's son or hear her saying that it's her house and she's Anthony's wife? He will be really hurt to know what his mom is doing. Oh, definitely, because he's 13 and 13-year-olds have sense nowadays. They're not like in our days when we were 13, we're not that sensible. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm ready for anything except for Amber. Okay. Well, Amber getting a well, Amber in her thing right now, so it is what it is. And he says, Anthony is not being his real self. Everything he does is from Earth Place. He's still hurting, overseeing Amber and Greasy Face Dave together. I totally agree, darling. And he's moving sloppy because of that. And right here, you're living in your house. You're living in a house with another woman's things, and you want respect. Oh, Miss Nice, Miss T. Oh, Miss T. Oh my goodness. You hit the nail right on the head. That girl is delusional, and Money Loss says here. Him taking Bokai out is really being a stand-up man, I think. It locks down on because it's Anthony. Oh, it looks down on because yes. Well said, dear. Well said, dear Manila. And then Hope says and you're right. A lot of people don't like Anthony. So if he's he's playing a big role in um, Big Kai's life and his son. But at the same time, he doesn't need to move them into the marital home. That's all I'm saying. Disrespect is disrespect. Right? I thought Amber told her lawyer that and to move a woman into the mansion. No, she said she caught him into the mansion with the girl. That's all she said. Um, and then Lee says, do you think Shayla is going to tell Amber that Anthony has been taking care of another woman's child? Or do you believe she would tell her mother? She's going to tell both of them, Lee. Trust me. I hope she tells Amber. Well, she didn't, but then again, let's see. Let's see what Amber, let's poll that. Let's poll that. Do you believe Shayla will tell Amber that Anthony takes Denisha child to see to our home? I guess I just have to put that part in. Okay, so we're gonna poll that. All right, so yes, you guys says before, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Poll in here. Let me just double check to see what I am doing. Do you believe Shayla will tell Amber that Anthony takes Denisha child to our home? Okay, so let's see what you guys say. I know she's going to tell her mom for sure, but I don't know if she's going to tell Amber because you know how secretive she can be. And then money loss. I don't think it's so bad. Most of the black community has been the family little Kai can have a friend in big Kai. You're absolutely right. Yeah, well said, money law. Well said. I have to totally agree with this statement. Yes, yes, yes. Miss T said, I'm not defending Shayla, she deserved it, but Denisha has no grounds to stand on because she uses all of this. She used all of this. Okay. She causes all of this. I meant she causes all of it. Thank you. Denisha better be praying for rent for her apartment because Angelina is going to toss Denisha out of the mansion. They will fight. Ooh, oh my goodness. I wonder when that gonna start. And Annie says, welcome in, Michael. I don't feel sorry for none of them. Amber is not in that. So she's out. Annie says, all right. Nancy says, Sheila is pissed off being the last. She lost Anthony, yes. And then Charmaine says, do y'all think Sheila will be back down from Denisha? Sheila might not be able to win the fight, but she will not back down. No, she won't win the fight for sure, Charmaine, but she will not back down. She'll be yelling and carrying on, and then we have to get earplugs to put in our ears because Sheila is very loud for that. And Goddess says, please hit the likes. Get the likes up, guys. It's 67 watching. We should have 67 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Let me see what's going on there. Okay, so we have 51 likes. We have almost no. We need we can't go 60. We need 10. 50, 17 likes, I think. Can't hold. All right, so Nancy Annie saying here, I want Sheila and Denisha to fight at the end at locked up, just like how Sheila made Amber get locked up. That would, how long I've been waiting for Sheila and Angelina, especially Angelina, to be locked up, and that hasn't happened yet. The answer, Sharon, I stopped watching the KW channel with will start watching again when God has a plan activated. For now, I'll only watch the reviews. All right, thank you, darling. But it's good if you watch the channel because that's the only way we'll get stuff that we can review on. Okay, thank you, my darling. And then Gigi says that was a dumb and insensitive mood for Denisha to allow herself to go to Sheila house. Exactly. And this is what she simply says. Denisha should outplay Sure Son in toxic environment. Exactly. And it says, Sharon, Team Amber always. Yeah, I know, darling. I know. I see all the comments that you made at me today. Yes, yes, yes. I read them all and I tried to answer them all. Anthony used Denisha's son to trigger Sheila. Yep, that's exactly what he did. And then Stephanie Sharon, what I don't understand is how Anthony is just living his best life with a new family and still have a wife. I don't understand it. You and I both, and he's not signing the papers. Oh Lordy, we don't understand that. That man, oh my God, Anthony is a goofball. Don't you guys think so? He's definitely a goofball or a clown, as you guys call him. Mm. All right, there. I'm just coming down. I'm coming down. Okay, I'm just making. Ooh, there was a lot of message for me to read. Charmaine said, I think Anthony has a plan because he knows that Anthony is driven by ego and image. Tanisha being a stripper, I do not think sit well with Anthony. Thank you, dear. Charmaine. Trey stood Ernestine up yesterday. We saw that that was devastating when I watched it. Yeah, it was really sad to see that. And as Money Law said, I can't stand her, but I felt bad for her. So even down to Money Law of a heart. Money Law. Denisha is using her son to play into Anthony's face, family scrap. I know it. Del Marie said, did anyone notice when Anthony told Sheila Kai is Denisha's son? He quickly picked up little Kai and held him his head straight without looking at Sheila. Yes, I noticed that he was uncomfortable to do that. Wayne was in his feelings seeing Dave more than Anthony. All right, thank you, dear. Hi, dear Belinda. Hi, first of other. I know just skit should not wrote. He move a whole family decorated room like the braggedy and the ratty for that. Amber needs to come clean house both are wrong. Exactly, Belinda. But a lot of people are one-sided. They think that Amber doing is wonderful, and what Anthony doing is absolutely abomination. Yep. Amber have all rights to go back and live in her house if she wants. Okay, sounds good. Charmaine, yes, you are right. Anthony is very calculated. He knows what he's doing with the ladies. Thank you, dear hero. And Wayne was hurt worse than Anthony was hurt. I think, okay, thank you for that, Nancy. Gigi says, Nancy B. Shara has apologized to that narcissist better than before, and she wasn't even accepted. When Becky started the argument, I guess nobody should feel sorry for her then. Anthony was more hurt than Anthony seeing Shayla with Iman. Exactly, Nancy. Shayla want to be Mrs. Dalton. Well, she can't be Mrs. Dalton. Shayla ain't going to tell Amber, Nancy says. Shayla, you too many secrets that she ain't told no nothing or nothing. I know, but she told Goddess. And then Goddess says, yeah, please hit the like button. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the like button. Whoever hit the like button already. So let me just give you a round of applause to the 58 people that hit the like button. We do appreciate this is our channel. We needed to get into the algorithm, and I do appreciate it so much. And I know whoever hit the like button also appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much from the bottom of your heart. And Charmin, I keep saying Anthony was just, let me just see that. I'm coming down, guys. Hold on. Let's me see here. Or maybe just put it up on here so we can, because we can see so good. Denisha isn't really gonna do anything but get mad at anything. She tries to play Keisha, but she caught herself. And Goddess says 53 likes, 70 watching. All right. Charmaine, she is back down, but I don't feel that she's a rubber meet the road. Sheila may slide Amber with Amber. She's gonna side with Amber to get at Anthony. Yes, she definitely will. I see that now. I can see that definitely clearly. And Annie says, I think Anthony brain is out of his skull. Oh Lord. That one was a good one. Oh my goodness, that one is a good one. Anthony brain is outside his skull. Oh my God, I can't unsee that. Come on now. Just imagine that. Anthony Adaman talk with Big Kai News Kid. Ooh, okay, we'll take that apart for 5 o'clock. We're coming down. I kept saying Anthony, just like Amber, in an image different. And just because he likes stripper doesn't mean he wants to marry one or be in a long-term relationship with one. Exactly, simply. Well said there too. Okay, all right, and here we are. And Shayla is stupid. She takes Anthony to court, she'll get less. Shayla isn't stupid. She takes Anthony to court, she'll get less. She just bluffing. Exactly, Gigi. Well said. Michael, so Denisha is playing with her son, and she should not. I don't think she's playing with her son because you see how upset she got, right? And then Lisa, do you believe all of the women that in the life has changed him for the better, for the worse? Do you believe all of what Anthony is doing is because he wants to hear Amber and Dave are split up? That's a lot of loaded question you're asking us. So, do you believe all the women that's in his life has changed him for the better? No. It's just for the worse if you tell me, because right now Anthony is making lots of poor decision right now, and it's because he wants to hear Amber and Dave split up. Well, if he want to know if Amber and Dave split up, he can just call her. He can just have a conversation, call her, argue, bicker, whatever. That's what they does best, argue with each other. That's all I can say right there. And Annie says, Denisha put her son in harm's way. Anthony is still married. Anthony is playing games with Shayla, Denisha, and Amber. Denisha needs to pack up all her belongings with her son and leave now. And what I'm going to say to that question is that she will not do that. She is there for the long haul to milk as much as she can, because remember, she keep putting her finger like that. She gave him back the ring for a reason, because she wants a real one. But she has to remember that man is still a married man at the end of the day. Please, if you like what I've said so far, please leave your comment after the live. Please like, share, comment, and I'll catch you guys at 5 o'clock with Charmaine. Bye for now, guys. Enjoy. Have a fabulous day. Bye.